guys. I'm going to keep this opening short and sweet because I'm a little bit self-conscious because it's quite packed. It's half term, it's expected. But welcome to this London trip. I literally have not done in a while. I had like a cold turkey January. It was great. Well, you know, I missed it obviously, but you know, it was nice to take a little bit of a break. It's no surprise that I'm going to Book of Mormon tonight with 2 friends, and tomorrow I am going to the Mrs. Doubtfire musical, which is like, huh? Okay, anyway, I'm going in blind. I'm excited to see what the hype is about. I don't know if there's hype around it, but you know, we'll see. And then I'm also going to Stranger Things, the prequel play, tomorrow night, and it should be really fun. So I'm gonna go now because this is not working, but I'll see you when I get to London, and I'll probably do some voiceover bits. I'm also doing the Wicked afternoon tea this afternoon because I didn't do it last time and I felt really bad because I really wanted to do it, so that's also happening today, so I will see you when I get there. Holy crap, I forgot the most important part of this day. So, Jed Hoyle, who usually plays Elder Thomas / Elder Pop-Tarts, made his debut as Elder Cunningham last night, and I swear, like, if he is not playing Elder Cunningham tonight, I will scream and cry, because it would be so cool to see that, because it's so rare that you get second covers on for a role. So I have DM'd him. They do have an extra half-term matinee today, so we should find out
Southwestern Railway service to London Waterloo
before 2:30. So I'll keep an eye out on his Instagram and let you know as soon as possible, because I am so buzzed. And if he isn't, I will be so mad that I missed it by 1 day, so fingers crossed. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to tell you stuff. Also, Paige Petty left the role as Nabelungi in January, so now we've got Beatrice, so I'm excited to see a new person in the role, so I think that's everything. See you in London. Guys! Jed Hoyle just posted on his story. He's on for Cunningham for both shows today. I don't know what to do. This is so exciting. I'm so close to tears right now. I cannot wait. Oh my god, that news came out not even like 10 minutes after I filmed the last clip. This is so cool. It's so cool seeing second covers, and Jed Hoyle is amazing, and I want to see his Cunningham. So, I'm gonna be insufferable for the next, like, however many hours till the show, like 7, maybe 9, I think 9, yeah, I'm gonna be absolutely insufferable, so be warned.
So because I was staying in London for 2 nights, I had a pretty hefty suitcase with me. So, naturally, I wanted to drop it off at my hotel. So I headed to, you guessed it, Euston, to drop my bag off at, again, you guessed it, the St. Athens Hotel, where I would be staying for the next 2 nights.
Okay, so my bag's dropped off. Wonderful, brilliant. Now it's time to head to Victoria for afternoon tea at the Claremont. I am starving because I haven't eaten since like 8 in the morning, so I got a coffee to hold me over. But I'm going to switch back to voiceover for the actual tea part because I don't want to disturb the peaceful atmosphere that was there last time. But then I will be meeting up with my friends Ryan and Charlie for Mormon. Charlie actually vlogs too, so think of this as kind of a collab. I don't know if I'm that big yet. Anyway, to Victoria.
Yay! So I made it to the Claremont, and I knew exactly what menu I was going to get today. I got the Wicked themed menu. I just showed it on the screen so you can pause it if you would like to read. The sandwiches were pretty much the same as the Christmas one, however they didn't have the turkey sandwich. Instead it was a ham and mustard. Obviously peppermint tea, always the way to go. I got this cocktail. They do 2 themed cocktails, the Wicked and the Good. I got the Wicked, which is a kiwi based cocktail. Much like last time, I received 2 scones, 1 plain, 1 fruit, and some very, very green desserts, and one of them even had a little rice paper Wicked logo on it. So the first thing I tried was this chocolate pistachio bomb. So it was like a pistachio mousse on top of a chocolate cookie. So good. I love pistachio ice cream. Yes, I'm like a 70-year-old man, but it was so delicious and creamy, and the cookie underneath was beautiful. Next Next up was a lemon meringue pie. This had like a sugary, like glazed rim. I don't even know, but it made it delicious. Last up was the lime cheesecake. It wasn't too limey. It was nice and creamy and I loved it.
Okay, so I finished up with the Clermont. That was lovely. The staff were amazing. Again, massive props to them. They're so attentive, but they also let you just kind of sit and enjoy your time there, so it's very relaxing, very peaceful. And the manager there was actually really flattered that I made these sort of review kind of videos, so this is my recommendation. Clermont Hotel afternoon tea, especially the Wicked menu. That blew me away, that was really, really good. But now I'm on my way to Charing Cross to pick up Ryan and Charlie for the book performance, so I am so excited. Jed Hoyle as Cunningham. I never thought I'd see the day, but it's happening, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. But yeah, afternoon tea was great. See you in a bit.
We're here! All scream! Ah!
Guys,
Touch this leg.
guys, we have Stephen Rowley on his price.
Stephen Rowley prize for me. This was done for me because I kept saying I want to see his prize, and now we're seeing his prize.
So we've got Tall Cunningham, Short Elder Price. We've also got Jed, Stephen and Colin. What a trio.
Such a trio. Such a serve.
Yeah.
I'm
so
trio going.
I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, I can. You said they're the frontiers trio go.
They're the
They're
cuntiest.
serve trio. Oh my god, Rory O'Malley in a Moroni wig.
You guys met Rory.
We did meet Rory O'Malley not even a week ago.
I'm excited to see Beatrice.
She's so good.
I feel like I'm seeing a whole new cast. I can't wait to see Jed's take on Cunningham.
Same.
Holy
I
shit.
can't wait to see Stephen's prize live.
What the hell is happening?
If you know, you know.
So I'm front row as always, you know, A36.
Naturally.
So, I mean, I normally show you my view, but like, I'll still do it, even though you pretty much know what it looks like. But I'll catch you in the interval after seeing Jed Cunningham.
I'm trying to take a
Holy
photo
shit,
of
I'm going
Rory
to
O'Malley.
pass out.
Me! Ready to hear my YouTube name?
Yeah.
So I'm also vlogging, as you can tell. I'm also vlogging the trip. So go hit up McKinley's Top Hat on YouTube.
That's so slay. Anyway, here's the view that you know. The theatre is practically empty, but like it's filling up, so we're gonna stop. Okay.
I was looking at Marina. I am Marina.
The All-American Angel. I am absolutely gobsmacked.
Jed Hoyle, I died for you. We knew this, but
Holy shit!
when was he hiding that voice?
Literally, his man up.
I just
Where did
ascended. I just ascended to a different place.
Where did
I
that
just died.
voice come from?
I just died.
Oh my god. Live, love, Jed Hoyle, I guess.
Also, Stephen Rowley's price is very, very good. But
He's
I
angry
love-
all the time.
I love Stephen Rowley.
We all love
prices
Stephen
are
Rowley.
So Colin Slane as usual.
Yeah, Colin is slaying. He has improved since his first, 2 weeks of show, so that is an
I saw
amazing
him 2
thing.
months into the book, so I've only ever known he was being really free.
Okay, well I saw him
This is
about
fruity.
2 weeks into
This is fruited and normal. This is the
Stephen
fruitiest I've
is-
seen in a long time. Stephen is helping because he plays McKinley very gay, so he plays Price very gay as well.
Yeah, Beatrice is gorgeous. I love her. The only thing about Jed Hoyle is he cannot act like he is in love with a woman. I'm just saying. Hello, good morning. I have had some breakfast. I've woken up. It's about 10:30. I'm so ready for Mrs. Doubtfire and Strange Things today. Oh my god. But I just wanted to take a moment to talk about mainly Jed Hoyle and Beatrice as Cunningham and Nabulungi. I'm sorry about the background noise, I'm right on the road, but I could not give 2 single shits because I need to talk about Jed. So I was right in the last clip, he is not that good at acting like he is straight. That's all I'm saying. It was more in the way that he was talking to and about her, honestly, the way he was looking at her and admiring her was so adorable, but I'm sorry, he was just more like the gay best friend. I couldn't really see them together, per se, but, it was alright. I mean, it was his 3rd ever Cunningham performance, so I'm not really going to judge him too much on that, but Jed Hoyle is extremely gay. So, that was a little bit of a hindrance for me, although, obviously, I don't think that Cunningham and Nabulungi's relationship is so central to the plot that it really makes a difference. So it didn't bother me that much, I just found it really funny. Like, he did so many things, like, different to Connor, to Tom, to Oliver. Like, he was just so unique, and it was really cool to hear the lyric change during Man Up. If you didn't know, depending on the body type of the actor that's playing Cunningham, the Ugandan ensemble either say fat white guy, which is just the normal line for it, mainly because Josh Gad originated the role, so that's just kind of been the look for Elder Cunningham. But, like Jed Hoyle, he is very tall and very lanky, so they changed the lyric to weird white guy. Now, I have heard that in a Ben Platt Broadway cast bootleg, but I've never heard it live, and it was just really exciting as, like, a fan. So yeah, that's just, like, a little thing that I was just really looking forward to. But yeah, he's very nerdy and silly, and I think what's really funny about him is that whenever he's, like, not being talked to or not, like, part of a conversation, he just looks so lost all of the time. And that just, like, Cunningham is autistic, like, I know that already, but Jed Hoyle just really solidified that for me. He's just such a nerd, and also, like, the kind of just generic, tall, lanky video game Star Wars nerd is just such, like, an image that it worked. Like, it really, really worked. And as I said before, like, having the tall Elder Cunningham and the shorter Elder Price was really funny, because, like, especially during I Am Here For You, when Cunningham's, like, over him and singing him to sleep, he was just, like, this weird, like, ominous, lanky presence behind him. It was just really funny. And oh my god, I don't know where Jed got those vocals from, but I am so glad he got to make them shine, because his Man Up was incredible. Obviously, you know, he's mostly ensemble in the Book of Mormon, so he never really gets to show that, which is also why I'm very excited to see Jed Barry as Bok in Wicked, because I'll get to see him shine as a main role instead of just being in the background. But yeah, I love Jed Hoyle's Cunningham. He might be one of my faves now, like, oh my god. He was something incredible. I say that way too much, but he really was. I love him. Charlie and Ryan also loved him, so I think it was a win across the board, really. So, you know, I was really surprised. Not that I thought he'd do bad, but, like, I was just blown away completely. So, massive props to Jed Hoyle. I don't know if he's doing it tonight. Maybe not. I don't know. But if he is, break a leg, Jed Hoyle. Now, Beatrice, who took over the role of Nabulungi in the show, I really enjoyed her performance. That is also, like, the softest version of Salt Lake City that I have ever heard, but she played the role very, very, very innocently, which is just adorable. Like, Nabulungi is a really great character. She's so sweet and caring and kind, and yeah, Beatrice really nailed that. And, you know, I feel like with Leanne's, like, Hasadiga reprise and Amanda's and Nicole's, yes, that's the other person I've seen, they all kind of get really, really, really emotionally angry. Not Beatrice, she's just upset, and that's, like, such a different take on the character, and, like, the first time I've really seen that, and yeah, it was just really special. She had a gorgeous voice, she looks gorgeous, and I think it's really funny because the balance of her being really, really innocent for the rest of the show, except for Baptize Me, is just really, really funny. So, you know, massive props to her. I cannot wait to see her do more of the role and also grow with it, because she hasn't really been a part of it for that long. So yeah, I'm really excited to see her again, because she is amazing. And I'm also really excited to hopefully get to see the dynamic between her and Connor, mainly because Connor's more of a love interest than Jed was, but you know, I am excited to see it. I'm going to stay in the hotel room pretty much as late as possible before heading over to the Shaftesbury Theatre where Mrs. Doubtfire is. I just completely messed up my hair. Okay, anyway, I will see you in a bit, and I'll be switching back to voiceover when I'm on my way, and I'm really excited and intrigued about this show, so I will see you there.
So after leaving my hotel, I grabbed a coffee, but I knew I needed to eat like lunch before the show, so I headed over to Covent Garden, where I did find, wait for it, a Stranger Things poster, and also a Mrs. Doubtfire poster in the same hallway. How delightful is that? Anyway, I went to the Seven Dials market for lunch. After having a brief look around, I settled on a Japanese-style bao bun and a cherry lychee iced tea, which was really nice. But then I finally found the Shaftesbury Theatre where Anne Juliet used to perform. Obviously now Mrs. Doubtfire. It looks gorgeous. So the lighting here is bloody awful, like in every theatre, but I am in my seat in the Shaftesbury Theatre now. I'm in the Royal Circle L1. I've never been in like a back of the circle situation, so I'll tell you how that goes, because I am very short. I'm 5'2", and if anyone tall sits in front of me and ruins it, I will let you know. I'm kind of feeling the same emotions that I did for Back to the Future, because you know, it's a classic movie turned musical, so I'm a little bit skeptical. Because, I don't know, like, I feel like Back to the Future was really hyped by the public, and I haven't really heard that much for this one. I'm kind of going for my mum. I'm going for my mum because she wanted to see it, so, you know, I'll tell you how it is. I'll come back in the interval. Maybe it's amazing. Maybe. I'm holding out that it's going to be good, but I am skeptical, and that's okay. So right now I'm just going to show you my seat view, and then I'll see you in the interval. So this was my seat. I was in the Royal Circle L1. I didn't find it to be that much of a bad seat, apart from heads in front maybe, but that wasn't too much of an issue. What I said before about having never sat at the back of the circle before, that's a lie. I have at Book of Mormon, but there's not like a level above it, if that makes sense. I don't know. I find overhangs to be really annoying, and there isn't one here, so far so good. But yeah, just wanted to clear that up because I told a lie. Elder Cunningham call? Maybe. As it's always natural to me, I'm going to film the interval bit in the stairwell because it's the quietest place in here, and also, you know, privacy for everyone around me, and also, you know, comfort for myself. Anyway, so far I describe it as fun. You know, it's not like, I felt like Back to the Future was a bit more groundbreaking. It's fun. That's all I'm gonna say. The guy playing Daniel is really good. Obviously not Robin Williams, but he's doing really good impressions, which is great. And as someone, don't take this the wrong way, who doesn't like or want children, the child actors are doing a very good job. So I really want to bring my mum at some point because I know that she would love it. I'd say right now sort of 6, 7 out of 10. I mean, my seat isn't bad either. I have to lean forward a little bit, but that's not so much of a problem because most of it's happening near the back of the stage. So, you know, I'll catch you when I'm finished. And then it'll be over to the Phoenix Theatre for Stranger Things, which I'm really excited for. But for now, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of Act 2. I've said this once and I'll say it again, Broadway, you need to step up your game. Get ice cream. Firstly, I apologise that there wasn't much content in between finishing Doubtfire and going to Stranger Things. I ended up meeting with a friend, and then we went to the Phoenix Theatre together because she was also seeing it. You caught a brief glimpse of her here. She's gorgeous. I filmed the merch stand when I went in, very red, very Demogorgon. I was also in my Dustin Henderson cosplay shirt, which was just a nice touch. They had a Scoops Ahoy themed bar, which was just genius, and a little extra merch stand in the style of Vecna's clock. So this was my view. I was in F7 of the stalls. My only complaint is heads. Again, I'm very short, but this way you get so much immersion. It's crazy. Okay, I sincerely apologise for all the crazies. Obviously, I met up with my friends. It's the interval now. I don't have anything to say. I might have to sleep on it. Because oh my god. No, I'm literally speechless. You can hear it. What the fuck did I just watch? Okay. I think I'll just see you tomorrow morning, and I'm done filming for tonight because I am shaking and I don't know what to do. I will see you tomorrow morning. Please forgive me, but this is awesome. Okay. Bye-bye. I might do some voiceover. I might.
but for now you're not gonna hear anything from me at all. Holy fuck is all I'm going to say. See you tomorrow, where I will hopefully be a lot more calm and collected to talk, because I don't know what to do. I already want to go back. So, yeah, see you tomorrow morning.
Good morning, people. I'm feeling a lot better today now that I've had a sleep, a shower, some coffee. I feel great. Now, Stranger Things, I'm still not over it, because that was incredible. Because there's so much that I want to talk about Stranger Things, I'm just going to wait until I get home for that one. I feel like that's a bit more appropriate, but Mrs. Doubtfire might just be able to get out of the way now. Turns out we had a standby, Daniel Hurlard, for the role, so it wasn't the main guy. So it was Reese Owen that we had. And yeah, I've already said that he was good, you know. He did the impressions really well, he had the right comedic timing. And I'm not gonna lie, Daniel / Mrs. Doubtfire was, like, the only standout for me. I don't know, like, I feel like the other characters just weren't really developed enough and it was just centred on him. However, I did like the relationship that Daniel and his wife had, obviously when he is Mrs. Doubtfire, because obviously she thinks that he is, but like I like their relationship because she confides in him a lot about Daniel, and that's just really sweet because that's what gets him to change in the end. So you know, I did enjoy it. It was fun. I'm not gonna go on like a huge rant about the musical and point out every little detail because it was just good. It's not my favourite musical that's out there, it was just good. I really did enjoy Reese's performance though. And if he's the standby, I can't even begin to imagine what the main actor is like. So yeah, it was fun. It was fun, it was good. I did really like the child actors. They had incredible voices, like, oh my god, they were so talented. But yeah, that's about it. It was fun. I mean, you know, I'd go again. Maybe not on my own, like maybe I'd bring my mum or something, or like a friend who hadn't seen it before, but other than that, I don't think I'll go back on my own. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was decent. Also, I just gotta say, Matt Overfield and Marcus Collins were so good at Frank and Andre. They were just like the gay dads. It was great. They were probably my favourite characters besides Daniel. One thing I did notice though is, I think I mentioned this before, when my mum saw Back to the Future, obviously I wasn't there, but when she saw it, she said that the songs weren't that catchy the first time, and I did have to agree with her. You know, the more I've listened to the soundtrack, the more I know the lyrics, but they're not, like, instantly catchy. The ones in Mrs. Doubtfire, they really are. Like, I've still got some of the tunes and the lyrics in my head. Like, yeah, the songs in that were really catchy, so, I mean, they scored a goal there. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say about it. I'd recommend it. I think I'd give it a 7 out of 10. I never usually rate shows by numbers, but I think I would give that a 7 out of 10. It was good. I'm waiting for it to be great. Sorry, I love quoting TikTok audios. I think I know where that one's from. Oh, I don't know. But yeah, now I'm going to chill in my room for a bit. Checkout isn't until 11. And then I'm meeting up with Lisa because it's her birthday tomorrow, I think. She's in London doing like a full Book of Mormon trip. You might have seen her briefly in some of my other videos, namely Stevie's Last Show, that video. I'm meeting up with her for brunch and I've got her a little birthday present. I made her something. I can't show it to you physically because it's wrapped up, but here is a picture of what I did for her, so I hope she likes it. But I'm going to chill for now and then I'm going to head over to Charing Cross to meet her at 11 o'clock. See you later. So of course I started my commute into Charing Cross with a coffee. As always, I have to. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. You know, that kind of person. Anyway, ignoring whatever that was, I had to haul around my suitcase all fucking morning because... Listen, okay, I was panicking that I didn't have enough time to store it somewhere and catch my train home, so I just had to deal with it. It was very heavy, because I packed my hoodie. If hoodie fits, hoodie comes with. So, you know, that was a bit of a bummer, but I did meet Lisa for breakfast. You might remember Lisa from some of my other videos, and I gave her her birthday present, which she really enjoyed, and I'm really glad because I spent a lot of time on it. Anyway, yeah, we had breakfast. It was nice to catch up. She was seeing Mormon twice that day, which was lovely, and I wished I could have gone with her, but I'd already booked the train, so it was just a bit of a problem. Also, I don't know why this voiceover is so long. I didn't edit down the clips, so I'm just rambling at this point, but it was time to go home now. I really enjoyed having 2 days here, seriously, like, I need to do, like, a week or something, because it's just, like, I love this city, I want to live here. Please let me live here. Anyway, yes, I was heading back to Waterloo to get my train home, finally. I was very, very exhausted. 3 shows in 2 days is not something to laugh about or joke about. But yeah, no, I had a great time and I'm really grateful for everything. So I'm going to hand you over to me on the train. Okay, so I'm on my way home now. Got some lunch. I can finally use chopsticks. Well done me, pat on the back. I'm gonna talk more about Stranger Things when I get home. As I said, I think it was a bit much to do like really quickly in the hotel room, so I'll see you when I get home. In like a week maybe, when I decide to film it. But yeah, I'll see you when I'm home. Guys, I am going to be honest with you and 100% transparent. I'm a little bit tipsy. So I don't know if this is like the best time to film a review for Stranger Things The First Shadow, but I've been putting it off all day because I've been exhausted. So it's been 2 weeks since I've seen it. Exactly, actually. Yeah, 2 weeks today ago. I saw Stranger Things The First Shadow on the West End in the Phoenix Theatre. This show fucked me so bad because, like, you remember my, like, little interlude in the interval, like, I was absolutely speechless, like, it was that incredible that I just did not know what to say, and even now, like, I am so baffled with how they did everything. It was insane. So I think I'm gonna sort of try and go chronologically with my thoughts. I found it really, really clever. Oh yeah, by the way, spoilers ahead. Just so you know. I found it really clever how they structured it, like, you were just watching an episode of Stranger Things. They had, like, the cold open and then the title music and the title cards, and it was just, like, so... The audience reaction, like, all of them were fans, and it was just that experience of everyone just being like, oh my god, this is so cool, and it was a really, really, really lovely connection there. And yeah, that cold open was insane. Like, I don't know how they do any of the effects. I do like how actors come through the audience. That was a really fun touch. My friend who was sat in the very top, the Grand Circle I think it is in the Phoenix, said that she didn't really see any of that. So there's a little bit of a disadvantage, it seems, with wherever you sit, but she still absolutely loved it. I don't think she missed that much. But I actually got those stall seats on a discount, so that's pretty much the only reason I sat there and had that experience. So I feel like if you're gonna go and you really want to go for like the best experience, go to the stalls. I know they're expensive and pricey. Honestly, they are way cheaper on like Today Tix rather than their official site, which is weird because usually tickets, like, you know, you always book through the site. Because they're always cheaper, but maybe that's not the case here, I suppose not. But yeah, the whole thing had the same sort of comedy timing, same seriousness, darkness, spookiness. There were a lot of jump scares, more than I was prepared for, but I'm someone who, like, I love jump scares in the way that I jump and then laugh at myself for jumping. Like, they're so funny, and to experience that as just like a sea of people, it was funny, okay? So yeah, it captured the same like love and charm of a Stranger Things episode, and, you know, that's what I really admired from it. You know, I thought it was a really, really good prequel, really made Henry Creel feel more like
a person, you know. I feel like in the show, because they only did, you know, small flashbacks of his life, he was a bit more like this mysterious presence, this sort of kid who didn't fit in with anyone. We'll get to that. And he was just seen as this monster, and I feel like this brought out like a more human side in him, which I really, really liked, because I don't know, like, a lot of people when season 4 came out really, really loved Henry Creel, and I know that he is a fantastic actor and he is really attractive, but I liked him more in this because there was more story to him and more, you know, you sort of found out why he was like that, and, you know, the kind of thing that drives you to the point of being like, well, becoming Vecna wasn't really his fault. You know, it wasn't. So, I'm just saying now that this show made me love Henry as a character, and I was actually more focused on him than, like, anyone else. Apart from, like, Joyce, Hopper, and Bob, like, all of those. I will get to them, I promise, because the casting was magnificent. So as I was just praising Henry Creel, why don't we credit the guy that I saw play Henry Creel, which is Lewis McCartney. He looked so much like the kid in the flashbacks in season 4, and this is something I will keep saying, they look exactly like their show counterparts, and he was so talented, so talented. He was really good at playing like the awkward outcast kid, because the whole setup for the story, is that he is going to school. He's going back into school after an incident where he broke a kid's arm. And, you know, they've moved to Hawkins and he wants to start fresh. It's kind of like a parallel when Eleven moves to California with Will, and she starts at a new school. Like, she wants to start a new chapter in her life. So it's kind of the same thing, and I do like those parallels because there's a lot of parallels between those two characters. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, he starts at school. He's definitely the outcast. And the thing about the school is Joyce is putting on a play. So there's like a whole theatre subplot, very, very High School Musical, I will say, but that made it just so fun, especially as someone who was a theatre kid and did theatre in school. Like, it just brought back so much trauma. No, it was fun, I joke, but yeah, no, he was great at being, like, you know, very awkward, weird, but, like, it was in his own sort of magical, enticing way, you know, and he, you know, he just really, as I said, just showed that he was just a child who was just corrupted by this power, because the Mind Flayer makes an appearance, and that's kind of his reason for going dark. It's kind of like when Will gets possessed by the Mind Flayer in season 2. Yeah, I think Lewis had a great performance as Henry. Like I said, he was just incredible. And also in the scenes where he was acting a bit more scary and a bit more spooky, like, he just handled it so well, and he even scared me at some points. But yeah, yeah, he was very, very talented. I actually saw Lewis. I didn't stage door, but I saw him, like, as he left, and I kind of just gave a little, like, good job to you, mate, because, like, he was incredible. Like, oh my god, the casting! While I'm on the subject of the casting, and also, like, Henry Creel in general, they sort of, like, mirrored scenes from the show, like, with his flashbacks and that, and his family arriving at the house, which I just thought was so clever. And also, like, they mirrored the costumes, like, perfectly. Like, I had a look afterwards, because I really wanted to see, like, how close the costumes were, and my god, they were. So briefly touching on Dr. Brenner, because he is in this. He's, you know, playing his usual creepy self, and this guy does such a good job at it. Like, I got unnerved by him. Like, Brenner is just a creepy guy. He's weird. I don't like how he makes the kids call him Papa in the show, but that's just his vibe, I guess. I mean, he does look at them like they are his children, and I did like seeing the relationship that he had with Henry, because, yeah, he was definitely 100% abusing that kid. So, you know, it was really interesting to see a bit more of that. Especially because, you know, Henry ends up working for the lab facility in the end, and you can just kind of see the manipulation that led up to that point. But yeah, Henry's definitely Brenner's favourite before 11. Oh, I forgot to mention the Brenner actor, one sec. So yeah, Patrick Vale is Dr. Brenner in this show, and he was just so sexy. I can say it. He was hot. A lot of the people in this show are hot. Moving on, Joyce and Bob were like my favourite characters in this entire thing. Bob is such a precious soul, Bob Newby, and it just made me really sad that, you know, he died in season 2. But he was played by the wonderful Chris Buckley. He was just so precious, so adorable. He mimicked Sean Astin's performance so well. Like, he had the same voice, and I was like, that is just Bob. He was just Bob. Throughout the show, he kind of, like, story tells a little bit. He has, like, a little, radio broadcast that he runs out of his bedroom. And it's just so sweet watching him, you know, do the things he loves and then get just roped into the madness. Because I'm going to talk a bit about the plot in a second, and that just... The plot is something, and I'm not saying I dislike it. There's just one character that I'm just like, why are you here? So yeah, I'll get into that, but yeah, Chris was incredible. He was so adorable, and I loved his energy, so praise to you. Finally, Isabella Pappas as Joyce. She looked exactly like a young Winona Ryder, so like think Veronica Sawyer, Lydia Dietz, like she was just perfect image of Joyce. She had the same, like, snarky sarcasm, but she was also very kind and caring. But, like, you know, she was also a bit of an asshole. Like, I like Joyce, I like her vibe, because she is very, like, I am the asshole, I know it, you are gonna listen to me. So, she was very much like that. I did like her relationship with Jim Hopper, and I did love her relationship with Bob, because, obviously, in season 2, her and Bob end up getting together. After everything went downhill with Lonnie, obviously, like, he's a piece of shit. Although in this show, I don't know, like, this show made me like Lonnie Byers, okay? He was just silly and stupid. Yeah, just shout out to whoever played Lonnie Byers. I will actually put his name and picture here because I didn't write it down and it's on my phone and I don't want to check, so... It will be here for you, but shout out to him for making me actually like this guy, which is so weird because he's a horrible person, but yeah. But yeah, Isabella was absolutely great at Joyce. She was very theatre kid. As I said, obviously Joyce is putting on this play, and she had this like authority that was like, I'm here. But yeah, no, I absolutely loved her, and as I said, her chemistry with Bob was incredible. And, you know, them having this sort of, like, high school sweethearts sort of... They weren't together, but they had sort of, like, a flirty vibe. And, you know, she definitely kind of liked him, and he definitely loved her. So, you know, the fact that they end up together eventually is, like, so sweet. I just loved it. Now, here's where I talk about a bit of the plot, because... As I said, there's one character that I was just kind of like, why? So Bob Newby has a adoptive sister called Patty. And Patty's a big character. She's kind of like the first friend that Henry ever makes, which I kind of appreciate. You know, he needs someone to make him feel grounded and feel like everyone else. So I do get why she was there. I don't know why they couldn't just use any other canon character. Why did they have to make... an OC. I don't know, like, it was just weird. It didn't feel like a prequel just by, like, adding this other character in that didn't really do much. And then at the end we don't really even know what happens to her, so I wasn't that interested in her character. I liked how she amplified Henry's character and, you know, again, made him more human, but I don't know, it was just... I didn't like her. The actress was fantastic, like, I loved her performance, like, she was incredible, so again, picture, name, here, she was amazing, but I just did not like her addition to the story. But I will say though, her addition did make it the more fun High School Musical plot, because fun fact, her and Henry got cast as the leads in the play. So, you know, that made it fun, but, you know, I think I just kind of pushed her character to one side because I just found it a little bit too much. But yeah, overall I thought it was great. I think the casting's great, I think the vibes are great, I think the writing's fantastic. I don't know how they do some of the effects. Some of the effects were just, like, absolutely insane. The effects with, like, Henry, like, killing someone and, like, snapping their bones was so goofy, but, like, I think that's the intention. I think that, you know, Stranger Things is a goofy show. And even in the show when that stuff happened, like, I found it funny. It was horrifying, but it was funny. So I think that's the vibe they're going for. Because they have, like, these inflatable, like, dummy prop things. And then they just kind of limply snap the, like, arms and legs and all of that to create the effect, which was funny. Everyone found it funny, but at the same time it is absolutely horrifying. So I feel like they were nailing that vibe. I'm not saying it bothered me as much, because, you know, it is supposed to be like a scary show. But yeah, I think it made the show feel more grounded and a bit more like Stranger Things, but it did kind of take me out of the horror element of it. I much preferred it when Bob's dad, well, and also Patty's adoptive dad, got attacked by Henry, and they didn't show it, they just showed him falling and he didn't have eyes. I think that was much more effective for the creep factor, but I understand that they wanted the goofy part of it as well, so I can forgive them for that. So yeah, I think that wraps up this vlog. I don't know what I'm doing next in terms of trips, because it could be my brother's Christmas present to go and see Frozen at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, or it could be a Mormon or Back to the Future trip, or both. I'm trying to work around my new work schedule because I just got a new job, so bear with me. It could be one of those two. It will most likely be Frozen, because if I'm trying to do Book of Mormon and Back to the Future, that's in like 2 weeks. Because I'm having to wait for the rotas to come out to see if it is possible. But I might be able to do Back to the Future, so we'll see. But you will definitely have a Frozen vlog from me sometime in April. And I'm also doing Come From Away in April, so you better stick around. And I'm doing Bonnie and Clyde. I'm doing the Bonnie and Clyde tour. I've got a lot in April. I've got 3 shows. Maybe I'll make it into one long April vlog. I don't know yet. But, you know, you can expect a lot of things this year. I can promise you that. But for now, I'm gonna say bye-bye and get a little bit more wasted. See ya.